You want to come by the house for a drink?
Tonight?
Yeah.
I can't. I still have all this to do. Can I take a rain check?
No rain checks. This is a one-time offer.
Tempting. I still got all this.
You know, it's okay to have a life outside the office.
Yeah, well, that's easier said than done sometimes.
You know, I have to admit, Roy, you're like a brother to me. But if you don't watch out, you're gonna wake up one day old and alone.
My life has never been the same since I became infected. You know that. And I know people talk about me behind my back. It's like I'm a leper sometimes.
So you know that it's one disease that doesn't have any prejudices or class distinctions. Believe me, I know what you're going through.
So you're positive?
Yes. For 5 years now.
Here in the Triangle, we listen to the folks who build the roads and the ones that drive them. The crew pouring a new foundation, the newlyweds planning a future, and the neighbors thinking green. The little ones rushing off to school, the big ones driving them home, the test makers, givers, graders, and those holding the purse strings. Also, you can make a choice, take a stand, pick a side, or decide. NBC 17 News. Accurate, balanced, to the point.
Action. Yeah, be very careful.
It's your family, your money, your family's education. And whether you're looking for family fun to fill your weekend or TLC tips for man's best friend, every day NBC 17 brings you stories for your life. NBC 17's Your Life with Kim Gennardo. Weeknights on NBC 17 News at 7. Your Life in the Triangle.
The quality of life in the United States has improved dramatically since the founding of our nation. Yet our achievements have been at the expense of our air, water, and soil. Some people have borne the expense of this environmental destruction more than others. For over 50 years, the Upper Ninth Ward of New Orleans was the home for residential and industrial waste. Flames and smoke regularly billowed from the site, and locals called it Dante's Inferno. The site closed in 1966, and low-income housing and schools were built on top of it. For decades, community members voiced concerns about their health and asked for help in relocating their community. However, they could not obtain agreement from government agencies. In September and October of 1982, protesters tried to block entry to 7,000 truckloads of PCB-contaminated soil. Dolly Burwell, a resident of Warren County, was one of the protesters.
It was unjust to, first of all, locate a PCB dump, something that caused cancer in a community 1.5 miles away from an elementary school, in a community that was predominantly black, that was predominantly poor, that didn't have access to health care. There were no hospitals in Warren County. It was not justice to subject school children to 200 troopers with billy clubs to put a landfill into Warren County. So the whole thing was an act of injustice.
In 1996, Hurricane Fran hit the coast of North Carolina and traveled inland as far as the North Carolina mountains. The Raleigh, North Carolina area was not spared. Hurricane-force winds and tornadoes downed trees and damaged property, leaving months of repair and recovery ahead. In Raleigh, North Carolina, a group of women came together to help their friends and neighbors rebuild and restore their homes from the devastation of Hurricane Fran. By 1998, this group grew to over 60 strong women organizing outrageous projects, and they called themselves Swoop.